All right, hey, fat is back. The good kind of course. Have you heard of a fat bomb? It's on trend, it's healthy, and it's great for your fitness if you're doing it the right way, of course. Roni Proder of Reinvented.com, she's here to show us how to actually make them and explain what in the world they are, because somebody home is probably thinking, Alana, what are you talking about?
I know, a fat bomb. You're right.
I love fat bombs, though. I love fat bombs.
Well, and you do? Do you eat them?
I do eat them.
Ooh.
I do. But the thing is, you can't eat a bunch of fat bombs and then not adjust the rest of your intake.
That's right. Okay, so this is based
but
basically.
You're the expert. Break it down.
I'm not the expert. It sounds like you're already doing it, so maybe you should be hosting this segment.
Well, what you do is.
Are you making them, by the way?
I do make them.
Okay.
I do make them, and there's different ways that you can make them. You can make them sweet, you can make them savory, but
Right.
everything, it started with keto.
Yes. So the keto diet is all about this really, really high fat and very low carb diet. So this is what a sweet, we just had a great shot of it. That is what a sweet fat bomb looks like. This one is a cheesecake with peanut butter and chocolate, but it has to be a chocolate that is safe or under the guidelines of keto, which is also very low in sugar. But what makes keto different than other diets that are really on trend right now, which is like paleo and Whole30, is you can have dairy and you can have a lot more fat, right? So you'll see things like bulletproof, that kind of brain octane oil. You'll see people for the keto diet, they're putting a lot of fat into their coffee, heavy cream, or
I use
an
MCT oil.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
so MCT oil. To me, I'm like, I can't get over the combination of the oil in my coffee, but
you mix it up, you're good to go. But it's each to their own, of course.
This is why you look like this. It must be the keto and the fat bombs.
That's so nice.
But they're really trendy right now, and they look beautiful. And by the way, they're very, very easy to make. Most of them only use like 3 or 4 ingredients. And then what you do is you melt chocolate, again, something that is a keto-friendly chocolate. And if you want, you can drizzle a little bit of the chocolate. So what you do you remember like the old school, the crackle that you had on ice cream, the hard shell? This is basically a homemade hard shell. What you do is you mix coconut oil, a really clean virgin coconut oil, and chocolate chips that are keto friendly, and you melt it, and then it hardens into something really beautiful. So those are like a little cookie dough. The other one is a cheesecake, really yummy, but like you said, you're still eating them in moderation. You're not eating the entire thing. It's still very, very high in fat.
Exactly. Yeah, we're just giving you a little taste right now. Obviously, this is something I would encourage you to go and do some research on your own. And you mentioned some other trendy fads right now. Whole30, paleo lifestyle, they're very popular. But they remove sugar, dairy, and grains. What's an alternative if you are doing maybe that lifestyle right now? An alternative for bread.
Okay, so an alternative for bread, something else that's very trendy, is sweet potato toast. So again, this also started with a paleo and Whole30 trend, but it's really kind of expanded into mainstream cuisine. You'll see it. Gather is a restaurant that you guys are going to feature next. They actually have it on the menu now. So sweet potato toast is basically you're cutting sweet potatoes very thin.
Can we have some right here?
We're brushing them with avocado oil. We're roasting them, and then afterwards you have like a stockpile of them, and you put them in the toaster. So not only is it grain free, which is another big trend, but it doesn't have any bread at all. You can top them with all sorts of things. I did chickpeas, some sheep's milk feta, lots of avocado because avocado toast is really big, and I have a condiment that you seem to be really big on too right now.
You guys need a little spice in your life, and you think eating is boring, as you're trying to, what do they say? You have to eat boring to look amazing, or something like that.
Nonsense now.
This stuff, life changer. I'm a
everything
snacker
but
too,
the bagel. I mean, it's awesome.
Amazing. Highly recommend. I think I might have Trader Joe's. How can I snack better?
Okay, so snacking also is getting smarter. That's another really big food trend that we're seeing. Lots of veggies, lots of protein that are incorporated into the regular sorts of snacks that we're used to. So Siete is a company that is all about grain-free. They have awesome tortillas as well that are grain-free. They use cassava flour, which is very, very on trend, but their nacho tortilla chips are really yummy, and it's a great kind of guilt-free snack. There are also lots of other lentil, carrot, quinoa, yummy snacks. I love these for kids too because it makes you feel good about what you're giving them as a snack.
Before we run out of time, I want to make sure we head over to these exotic flavors really quick.
Okay, so another really big food trend, we saw it last year, it's continuing even more this year, is exotic spices that we're incorporating into our regular everyday food. So tahini, za'atar, which is basically a Middle Eastern oregano, harissa, lots of different fun, very exotic flavors into the food that we're already cooking and eating. Just kind of an added flavor punch.
Hopefully you got a little taste, pun intended there, on the fat bombs and a little inspiration to snack smarter. You can find out so much more on Roni's website. It is dinnerreinvented.com. She has a lot of recipes there and lifestyle tips just for you to check out.